So we need now to get this cone, this ring or fitted to the cone and then attached. So I'm going to walk you through that. So we have there's my cone that I made, and remember the cone ring. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to slide the ring down the cone, and you're going to do it firmly. Now I'm also looking to see how much space I have around the top, and I want it to be even. So the best thing is to look down from the top and make sure it's on, and again I want it firmly in place. You're going to take a knife and try and make sure it's a fairly sharp blade, and all you're going to do now is kiss cut around the bottom of the ring. And you can push a little harder here. That's not a problem. And if I've done this right, I should get exposed cardboard. And this is going to be our glue tab. Okay. Now, if there's any problems here, you notice this ripped a little bit. We'll be able to fix this. Okay. This seam will be able to. We'll put some vinyl in there and we can fix it. So we now know where we need the cone to fit into the body of the rocket, and you'll notice that I have a lot of material here. Okay. So I want to say, if I look at my finger and I go to the second knuckle, I want to cut the cardboard off to about that point. Okay, so I'm going to take my scissors, and it's always better to cut it a little longer than a little shorter. We can always trim it back. So I need to get rid of some of this excess cardboard. I'm just going to cut it off. No one is going to see this, everyone, so it doesn't have to be beautiful. Okay, so that's excess. So now what you're going to do is on every one of these lines, you're going to cut up and stop at the vinyl. Try and make the lines fairly straight. And this is the hardest one. This is the one with the glue in there. That's going to be a hard cut, and this is going to be a hard cut because there's glue there also. Okay? Now, we want to look at this like a compass. We have a north, we have a south, we have an east, and we have a west. Okay? So what I'd like you to do on each of those is to cut another line to get a segment about that thick. So I did that one, and I did that one. Okay? Now, everywhere else that I've made a cut, we're gonna go back to our triangles, okay? But we don't actually have to draw them. We're just gonna trim some material off each of the segments. And what this is gonna allow us to do is it will allow the cone to slide into the ring. It's going to give it a little bit of extra space. Okay, and again, this doesn't have to be fancy. No one is going to see it. When you go to that's the one that had the glue on it, so it's a little, this one has the glue in it. This one's tough to cut. Okay, so watch you don't cut into your cone. The little tabs you cut at the north, south, east, west, you do not turn them into triangles. Okay, I'll show you what they're going to be used for in 1 minute. Okay, we're almost there. if you have made your cone with 1 centimeter tabs or 2 centimeter tabs, I need to talk to you and show you how we're going to modify cutting. Okay, so this is all for the 3. So we have our, get rid of this. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to slide the cone over. Okay, and where those 4 tabs were on our compass, we are going to pull them out. All right, I'm going to push this, and now using these tabs we can make our cone straight. So you want to look at the cone from this angle and you want to look at it at this angle, and you're going to make adjustments until the cone looks straight on the actual ring. And then what I'd like you to do is take some tape without anything moving and tape these in place. And if, like I said, if there's a gap here and it doesn't match perfectly, we will be able to fix that when we finish it off, okay? And the reason they put vinyl on here is to help it slide into the rocket easier. So you have vinyl sliding against cardboard, you don't have cardboard against cardboard. And once you've done that, I'd like you to come and show me or show the teacher, and that way we can double check that everything's correct, because we are then going to glue this together, and I will do that in the next video.